I enjoy life only for the simple things. My brother describes life as a video game. You get one life, and then it's game over. I define life as a roller coaster ride. Once it starts, it has its ups and downs, twists and turns, and eventually ends. What I enjoy most about life is the concept of family. I know family is complicated, and so is how you feel about them. One minute you love each other to death. The next minute you wish each other were dead. But despite it all, nobody's family is perfect. That much I do know. But regardless of their issues and problems, at the end of the day, your family will always love you and be there for you, no matter what. Hi, my name is John Johnson Jr., and I love horror. I am a huge fan and a massive supporter of animated horror stories. Llama Arts, IMR Scary Tales, MJV Animations, Horror Shorts Party, Dr. No Sleep, and SSG Animation. I've supported it all, and so today I'm going to share a very personal story with you, and it's as accurate as the sky is blue. I know that's what everyone says when they make up a scary story, but I guarantee that what I'm about to tell you is 100% accurate. Most, if not some of you, won't believe me, but what the heck. It was my 25th birthday, and I spent the entire day with my two brothers, my younger brother Willie, who was 22 years old, and my youngest brother Gennaro, who was 21. The day went as usual. We slept in till noon, ordered takeout, and spent most of the day playing video games. All three of us were playing Fortnite with several other players online. After a while, once we were finished, we cracked open a few beers and just started hanging out. Well, guys, it doesn't get much better than this. Age 25, hanging out and chilling the bros. Yep, you said it, man. Dude, you're fucking 25 years old, brah. Man, how does that shit feel? It feels nice. I bet it does. Guys, we should do something to celebrate. We must do more than sit around this house all day playing video games. Will's right, John. We need to get out of the house. Today's your day, John. This day's all about you. So what do you want to do, brah? Well, I know one thing we can do. What do you have in mind, brother? I suggested we go to the Bass Pro Shops close to our home. For context in this story, my brothers and I lived in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. So, of course, I'm referring to the Memphis Bass Pro Shops in the downtown area. Anyways, my brothers agreed to the idea. We freshened up, got dressed, called an Uber, and arrived at the Memphis Bass Pro Shops by 1:30. It was our first time going, so you can imagine our surprise once we got inside. As soon as we got inside, we were immediately awestruck. The place was fascinating. There were hotel rooms, restaurants, gift shops, clothing stores, arcade games, armory stores, a bowling place mixed with a drinking bar, a vast pond filled with live ducks and tons of freshwater fish, with a considerable walking bridge all over it, of course, an alligator exhibit with actual real alligators, two big fascinating aquarium tanks with many species of freshwater fish, and multiple shops and stores as far as the eyes can see. And not to mention all the taxidermy animals, of course. It was absolutely stunning. We really enjoyed ourselves. We spent the entire afternoon walking around, enjoying the sights, taking pictures, recording videos of ourselves for TikTok, shopping in multiple stores. I bought an opossum plushie. We played a few arcade games, did a little bowling, grabbed a bite to eat, and had a few drinks. It was around 7:30, and the place was closing soon, so we decided to call it a day. Man, guys, that was the best! Thanks so much for bringing me here. I don't know what you're thanking us for. Coming here was your idea. I know, but you guys agreed to it. We had to do something to get out of the house. True, true. Can you guys believe this place used to be one of the pyramids before they made it into the mall? It's not a mall, dude. It's a mega store. Same difference. You know, it's too bad we didn't go to the observation deck today. I really wanted to see the full view of the city's downtown area. Me too. And I would have bought the tickets if someone hadn't insisted on buying them next week. Come on, man, you know how I feel about heights. Chicken much, Will? Shut up. Okay, enough you two. Anyhow, thanks for making this the best birthday ever, guys. No prob. Anytime. Well, guys, it's 8 o'clock and getting pretty dark outside. Want to call it a day? Yep, sounds like a plan. Let's bail. With that said, we paid our tab and left. We were just about to go for the day when, out of the corner of my eye, one store caught my attention. Hey guys, look! My brothers turned around and we all faced the direction of the store. The name of the store was Wildlife Creations. It was a taxidermy store. For those who don't know, taxidermy is the process of preserving an animal's body via mounting or stuffing for display or study. The animal is hunted down, killed, disemboweled, or dissected, and the fur, feathers, skin, or pelt is sewn over a plastic mannequin-like mold. It's basically the art of killing animals and then literally turning them into statues for display or decoration. And believe me, you don't want to know what happens to the skeletons or the organs of the animals once they're removed before the pelt is applied to the mold. Now, before you start declaring your disbelief, there really is a taxidermy store at the Memphis Bass Pro Shops. Just Google it. Anyway, back to the story. This must be where they make the taxidermy for the whole place. You guys want to go in? Yeah, I mean, I'm game if you are. How about you, Will? We have time to check out one more store. So we all went inside the place, and as you would expect, we saw nothing but taxidermy. Multiple bear statues, a bearskin rug, stuffed boars, deer heads mounted on the walls, several bird statues, and many animal pelts. Dude, this place gives me the creeps. We were browsing the inventory when a man, probably 37 years of age, approached us. For this story's sake, I will give him the alias Andre. Andre seemed like a peculiar individual. He had a very dark skin complexion, a scar on the right side of his face, a goatee, and dreadlocks. This guy was beyond freaky and gave me and my brothers all kinds of spooky vibes while staring down all three of us from head to toe, almost sizing us. May I help you? Oh, we're just passing by. Just passing by? Get out. We're about to close. About to close? It's only 8:30, man. Look, I don't make the rules. Now, leave. Then why ask to help us if you're about to close up already? Hey, don't get smart. You're lucky I let you walk into this store. I don't think I like your attitude. Then watch your damn mouth. Why don't you shut yours before I shove my foot in your ass? Are you threatening me, boy? Get the hell out of my face, you mother! Enough! Listen, sir, you'll have to excuse my brother's behavior. I mean, no offense to you, but he's just used to strange people and their attitudes. Well, I think he should. But before he could finish his sentence, we were all interrupted by a loud banging coming from a closet door. Andre's face quickly changed from anger to fear. Whoa, what the hell was that? Nothing. It was nothing. It didn't sound like nothing. It was just the pipes, okay? Now, please, just mind your own damn business. What? That wasn't no damn pipes. You calling me a liar? Hey, don't start giving me shit now, and I'm sure as hell ain't calling your ass for dinner. Enough. Look, sir, we're just here to look around, okay? Nobody has to get defensive or give anyone attitude. Besides, you don't close for a few more hours anyway, so at least let us browse your store and we'll be on our way. Andre was reluctant at first, but he agreed. Fine. Just don't touch anything and no picture taking. And if you break it, you buy it. And most importantly, stay away from the closet door. Why? What's in there? Again, It's just pipes. Now you and your brothers mind your own business." After that, he gave a huge, creepy, ear-to-ear grin and walked away. My brothers and I continued looking around the taxidermy shop while talking about the strange employee. Will joked about his yellow-stained teeth, and Gennaro joked about his breath, saying it smelled like straight-up ass. They were both being obnoxious and immature, but I couldn't help but laugh at their remarks about the guy's poor oral hygiene. After all, his teeth were stained like he hadn't brushed them in years, and his breath reeked of cigarettes and whiskey. I kept looking back to see if he heard us, but he was so fixated on the closet door. So I paid him no mind. After all, I was already focused on beautiful taxidermy animals. Look at all these. They're incredible. Now, the one thing you need to know about me is that I'm an animal lover, so you can imagine my fascination when I saw the one thing that stood out from the rest. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't a duck or a beaver. Yup, it was a platypus. Not just any platypus. It was a real blue-billed platypus. I can't believe it. I was admiring the beautiful stuffed creature when I heard Andre's voice from behind. "I see it caught your eye." You scared me. Anyway, is this a real blue-billed platypus? I hear they're incredibly rare. Nah, not really, kid. This is just a model. I made it myself using the pelt of a regular platypus and just painted the duckbill blue. Sure, it does look like the real deal. You made this? Of course I did. I made everything you see in this store and all the displays. The deer heads, the bears, boars, the pelts, and every bit of taxidermy you see here at Memphis Bass Pro Shops, kid. This was all me. Wow, then you must have some natural talent. How much for the platypus? I'm sorry? How much are you charging for this extraordinary masterpiece? That depends, kid. How much do you have? Well, let's see. I was about to pull out my wallet when suddenly I heard the loud banging from the closet again. I looked at Andre and saw that same nervous look on his face again, only this time he was sweating. Is something wrong, sir? What? No, of course not. Before he could say anything else, we heard the banging from the closet again, and this time it was louder, and each loud bang made Andre even more nervous. You know what? The platypus is not for sale. What? You gotta be kidding me. You heard me, kid. On second thought, if you and your brothers leave now, I'll let you have it free of charge. Really? Yes, really, completely free. I won't even charge you. Okay, deal. Yo, John, come check this shit out. Gennaro called me over to the other side of the store to see what he and Will found. Once I got there, what we saw made our eyeballs almost pop out of their sockets. It was a dummy, but not just any old dummy. This mannequin looked like it had actual human skin and hair on it. Wow, look at the detailing. This shit's freaky. This shit hella freaky. For real, for real. No way this shit real. Of course it's real. I see you boys met Bill, my latest creation. No way you made this freaky shit. I did, and I nailed every single last detail. Yo, what the hell is that? As Gennaro and I observed the statue more closely, we noticed a warm, dark red liquid trickling from its eyes. That looks like blood. It is blood. I think I just saw this shit blink. All three of us turned around to see a nervous Andre sweating profusely. Yo, what the hell is this shit? The hell you got going on in this freaky-ass store?
Yeah, what's with the bleeding mannequin?
Well, I think you know what this means. You do? Yes, it all makes sense now. The loud banging, the blood, the bleeding mannequin. This means that you are one hell of a taxidermist. Really? Yeah, you're really talented. Where did you get the fake blood, and how did you make it come out of the mannequin's eyes? How did you make the mannequin bleed? Well, if I told you that, I'd have to knock you out and your brothers and stuff all three of you in the closet. Oh no, sir, please don't! We all started laughing our heads off. After a while, we started hearing the banging again. You have got to fix those pipes, man. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Hey, before we go, can I get a bag for this platypus? I don't want to scratch it or damage it. Sure, I'll be right back. As soon as he left to get the bag, we turned our attention toward the closet. We began questioning why this guy was so adamant about keeping us away from this door, why he wanted us to leave so badly, and what was with all that banging. All three of us knew the answer was right behind that closet door. What do you guys think he's hiding in there? I don't know, but it sure as hell ain't no damn pipes. Must be a living animal or something. What else could be making all that banging? We couldn't contain our curiosity any longer and decided to open the door on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We opened the door in one go, and what we saw inside made all of our hearts skip a beat. It obviously wasn't the pipes or a wild animal. It was a teenage girl who was probably 17 years old. She was bruised, battered, her right eye was swollen shut, her clothes were torn and ripped, half of her hair was ripped out, and she was bound and gagged. The banging sound was obviously her trying to get our attention. We were all so shocked that we couldn't move or speak. Just then, we all turned around, and Andre punched Willie in the face. Now, my younger brother Willie is usually a pretty tough guy, but Andre caught him off guard, and his punch sent him falling to the floor. Gennaro and I just stood there in disbelief. I told you fools not to open the door! You three should have left when you had the chance. What the hell is this? Who are you? I'm just a hunter who enjoys the game. Game? What the hell are you talking about? Let this poor girl go right now. Why are you doing this? Because, just like you, kid, I'm an animal lover. I love animals. Like a hunter, I enjoy the chase. But what I really love is the torture, the dismemberment, the satisfying aftertaste. That's why I started hunting down only the rarest, most exotic animal species. But of course, I get tired of chasing the same old thing after a while. I mean, woodland critters and jungle animals are a little too easy to catch nowadays. So, I started looking for new species, something that'll really give me a challenge. And what animal is more challenging than the ones referred to as human beings? I couldn't believe my ears. This guy was beyond insane. He loved hunting so much that he degraded people as animals that could be hunted for game. Tell me, boys, have you ever seen a real-life taxidermied human being? What? You mean Bill is? What can I say? I do take great pride in my work. You said it yourself. I have talent. It disgusted me to the core that what my brothers and I saw in the window earlier wasn't an ordinary mannequin,
but a real taxidermied human being. As I said before, this guy was nuts.
It appears an artist's work is never done. I was planning to sell my work on the dark web for a few extra bucks, so ka-ching, ka-ching! You sick fucker! Let this girl go right now, or I'm calling the cops!
Just then, Andre pulled out a large hunting knife from his back pocket and laughed like a deranged lunatic.
She's not going anywhere, and neither are you three. You guys will be a great addition to my collection. I wonder how much I'll make after selling your taxidermied bodies on the dark web. Like hell we are! Ain't no way you're making a statue out of me to sell on the dark web! Fuck this shit!
Saying this, my brother Willie rammed Andre like an angry bull and punched him in the nose. Before Andre could even defend himself with the knife, Will kicked it out of his hand and it flew across the floor. Before Andre could pick himself up off the floor, both my brothers charged him and started beating the shit out of him. They brought their fists and feet down on him, punching and kicking him on the floor. Yep, they straight up kicked his ass. Amidst all this, I retrieved the knife and used it to free the girl by cutting the ropes and zip ties that bound her. After I called the cops, I told my brothers to cease their violent pummeling, and they obeyed.
All right, guys, that's enough. Stop! Sorry, bro. We got carried away there.
Andre couldn't do anything at that point. My brother sure did quite a number on him. He was out cold. I informed my brothers that I had already called the police and that they should be on their way any minute. Until then, we stayed with the girl, who we later learned was named Rachel, to keep her company. A patrolling security guard entered the store after receiving numerous reports about the commotion. When he saw Rachel's condition and questioned us, I explained everything to him, and he believed me. I heard Gennaro yelling at someone.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
We all turned and saw that Andre had gotten up and was running away.
The son of a bitch is getting away. He won't get far. Come on, guys. Let's get this bastard.
I told the security guard to stay with Rachel, and we all began chasing after Andre. We chased him throughout the entire megastore while he desperately tried to escape. Andre made his way to the main elevator leading to the observation deck, literally at the top of the Memphis Bass Pro Shops, by the way. When my brothers and I saw that he had taken the elevator, we decided to take the stairs. Yes, they have stairs leading to the observation deck. Again, look it up. We figured the elevator would take a while to get to the top, so we had an advantage. After running up several flights of stairs, we decided to use the element of surprise. We waited by the elevator, and as soon as it opened, Will yelled, "Surprise, motherfucker!" and punched him in the nose. Andre fell to the floor again, but this time he managed to get himself back up, and before any of us could do anything, he pushed us aside and ran for it again. We chased him to the observation deck, and like a wild animal, he was cornered.
Well, well, looks like the hunter has become the hunted.
You have nowhere to run now.
It's over, motherfucker. You fools think you really saved that girl? You only bought that bitch some time. There is literally nothing else you can do to hurt her. We already called the police, and they are on their way right now. And there are 3 of us and only 1 of you. Yeah, you might as well either surrender yourself to the cops, or all 3 of us will kick your ass. So what's it gonna be? Only one way you can go, and that's down. You got that right, kid.
Then Andre pulled a bizarre stunt none of us were expecting. He climbed over the railing and jumped from the observation deck. We watched in disbelief and horror as he fell to his death from 322 feet above. We heard the splat sound as his body collided with the ground. There was no denying it. He was dead.
Oh, fuck! Holy shit! No way! No way! Did he really just...
He did. Come on, guys. Let's go back down. We took the elevator back down, and once there, we officially walked out of the building, and cops were swarming the place. We told the police what happened when they questioned us, and luckily we had more than enough CCTV camera footage to prove our innocence, so we were never charged with anything. We started to walk home when our Uncle Fred, who was driving by, stopped in front of us.
Need a ride, my boys?
Yeah, Fred, we do, my boy. We got into his car and he drove us home. I asked him how he knew we were at the Memphis-based pro shops, and he told us that before we left the house, Gennaro had left him a message saying we were going there to celebrate my birthday. Regardless of the danger, it was still the best birthday ever. I'd say I never went there again, but I would be lying. I still occasionally go to the Memphis Bass Pro Shops because, unlike the people in some of the animated horror story videos I've seen, I had a great thing going on, and I wasn't going to let one bad incident ruin it for me. About a week later, I received some great news from the police. As it turns out, Andre was part of an illegal hunting group specializing in illegal poaching and taxidermy. He was known for hunting rare exotic animals for taxidermy and selling them to very sketchy people on the dark web. He was also a notorious serial killer known for using the method of taxidermy on his victims. So this guy, who was once named Bill, was one of the employees who worked at the Memphis Bass Shop and the actual worker of Wildlife Creations. Andre came in earlier that day and killed him by stabbing him to death with his hunting knife while he was stocking the shelves. That poor girl Rachel caught him in the act of skinning him, so he knocked her out with one of the molds. He then tied her up, gagged her with duct tape, and stuffed her in the closet. Well, you already know what happened afterward. You can pretty much guess what he would have done to Rachel if my brothers and I hadn't entered the shop that day. Anyway, Rachel was returned to her family that night, and as for Andre, it also turns out that he was wanted in 20 states, and the reward for capturing him was $3,000. And guess who got the prize, baby? Well, the police offered me the reward, and I only took it to be nice. I split the money with my brothers, and let's say we're putting most of it to good use. I still have the platypus from that day, and now I keep it on my nightstand. However, to this day, I'm terrified of taxidermy. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, please like, comment, and subscribe.